Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. I have another interesting video. This time working on a 2006 Dodge Ram 2500 with a 5.9 liter ECM. This is coming from Washington. Rudy, this is your computer. He has what I call the dead DTC, and it's P0606. So we'll see what we find. I already actually have tested the computer and told them that this is not repairable, but I'm going to show you why is that. All right, so let's let me show you the connections. I have his computer ready to go. I haven't connected to the scanner yet, so we will see the computer talks and we got 5-volt reference and everything, but it lacks powers, it misfires. And if you got that constant and permanent P0606, the first thing you need to do is make sure that your batteries are fully charged and connections are clean. Correct that. Make sure that your check powers and grounds at the computer. Make sure there is no voltage drop. Obviously, if I get that code in here, it's nothing to do with the vehicle. I am in a controlled environment with brand new wiring that I know that is good, and my power supply is a constant power supply, clean. So that should not happen here. All right, so let's again, let's go over to the customer folder. All right, this is the folder that I created for him. This is the computer and the notes in here. This is again a CM849B, which matches, you can see in there the date 11/09/2005. And the part number is 493-1975. All right, let's read Rudy's note. My Dodge Ram 2500 diesel through a code P0606 and P0113, and it started running rough. I was able to drive it home, but then it started shaking really bad, and through these codes when I got home, P0192 and P0148. Realistically, all the rest of the codes is because of the P0606. So if you have a P0606, you need to correct that one first in order to make sure that you have no other issues. Obviously, check your 5-volt reference, sensor ground. If you have no 5-volt reference, then that can also potentially give the P0606 because it's a voltage, a very important voltage for the computer, right? All right, so we'll see all the connections and everything here as well, but I always take a picture of the computer for the records. I connected where I can see that I get the 5-volt reference in here. That is the same very dirty computer. And since I had the P0606, I didn't clean it because I know it's not going to go good, or it could potentially, because I am going to perform a calibration, which that is the next and only other step you need to do. If you check your connections on the computer and batteries are good and everything, the next thing is to perform a clean calibration to the module. Otherwise, it's to replace. If that doesn't correct it, you need to replace the module. And also, and this is where I always tell the customer that they need to get a computer. Why? Because if I am doing the calibration and the computer breaks, it's nothing I can do. It's done. I always save a copy of the calibration part number so I can see in here the 353-258-5388. This is a calibration that is in here. It doesn't mean that it's the only one. I also saved, and give me 1 second. So I was saying that I also saved the information from the calibration to make sure it says it's not equipped with 4-wheel drive, it's a 5.9, and also it's an automatic transmission. We can see the VIN number right here at the bottom. So that is specifically for that vehicle. And so you can have other calibrations, right? Because there is updates. This is not the latest calibration. So if you get a different number, that doesn't mean it doesn't work. It could be that you have an updated calibration. That's it. All right, so full codes. So this is the full code that we have in here, and you can see it's active, P0606, and we see that in a second. Going on to the full code description, and you will see the manufacturer doesn't give much. It says P0606 ECM hardware. Let me get a box so you can see where I am. Use it as a mouse because the mouse in this PDF disappears. So right here, P0606 ECM hardware error. It says for a complete wire diagram, blah, blah, blah. We don't care about that. Turn the ignition on. This DTC is caused by an internal engine control module failure. Repairs are not possible to the ECM. With a scan tool, erase the full code. If the DTC is a trouble code out. Is the DTC still set? Yes. Replace and program the ECM in accordance with the service information. So by the manufacturer, not even programming. So you can see that this is the P0606 is pretty much a dead computer or not repairable. And I have tried, believe me, guys, the only thing that I cannot do in this computer is because of the fabrication. It's like a laminate board glued to an aluminum case, and the microprocessor part of that. When you try to remove it, just rip the pads off, and I tried and I couldn't even applying heat, but then the rest of the components around, they just got destroyed because the amount of temperature that you need to put in order to try. And I tried my best and I couldn't with my own computers, right? All right, so we have Rudy's in here. So let me put the Phoenix on the screen. Let me get that view myself. So make sure that yep. And I'm going to put the meter. And the meter is there just so you can see when I'm turning the ignition on and everything. So right now everything is off. I'm going to power the battery and then ignition. And you can see that we got the firewall reference, okay? So we're going to do the auto scan. And you can see that reads the codes, it's connecting properly to the computer. So communication is good. That portion of the computer is not damaged. We're going to do quick access. It's going to tell us this is a 2006, high output, 5.9 diesel, blah, blah, blah. That's just, the scanner things. You can see in there. All right, so we're going to click OK, and then we're going to select, and this is a CAN bus communication computer. 2006 and up, CAN bus, 2005 and down is PCI communication. All right, so PCM, we enter. Just going to show you that calibration and everything that I showed you before, the AA is exactly for this computer. And you can see the original and current bit are the same, and so this is his original computer. All right, we're going to read the full codes. And look what we had right at first, P0606. Let's see if we can clear the full code. It shouldn't, because it was already unplugged. That should be enough to erase full codes that are not present. All right, the engine cannot be running. Turn the engine off and leave the ignition on. Okay, we are in that way. So let's click OK. I'm going to just exit the menu to read it one more time. Actually, we can actually go here and it says clear full code. Let's try the whole different ways to try to erase the full codes. Read the full codes, DTC, and we have a P0606 active. All right, so it's nothing we can do here. There is nothing I can show. It runs and communicates and everything, but this is not what we need to correct is that exactly. So what I want to do now is I'm going to perform the calibration. So let me connect the other tool, which is I'm going to use the Cardiac M, connect it to the OBD port, and then we run the calibration. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I got everything ready. I put the calibration onto the low folder, the Chrysler's request, and let's do the calibration. So I'm going to, let me put the meter in place so you can see the computer is on. Let me move that 1 second a little lower because I made that window a little bigger than the Phoenix Max one. And let me go back again there because I need to be the one clicking in there. All right, we're going to click a start. Says no updates available. Let me check 1 second, guys, to make sure I select it correctly. All right, yes, it was an error on the part number, so let's try it again. So let's just start the programming. This should be reading. You see, it's now saying that it's an update for it. And let's run it. I'm using the Chrysler J2534 flash application legacy mode. This is for the old computers, including the Cummins computers. All right, so let's see what this will do. Computer, as you can see, is powered up. All right, it's downloading the logical block 104. This is going to take, guys, probably around 15 minutes. So let me pause the video and I'll be right back when it's almost ready and see if we got any good results or not. It is downloading and doing it, but it's taking really long. It's already 20 minutes. So this is actually a very abnormal. This computer should be really quick. There's not really much information on these calibrations. This is an MPC 556, so very quickly should have done this, especially on CAN bus. But yeah, it's taking really, really long. We'll see. All right, the calibration is done. I have actually, I'm going to show you in my screen another. Let me get all this down. 1 second, because I got a lot of window opens. All right, so this is what I can see in there. It says, attention, 5.9 Cummins flashes erases the PCN bin and PCN secret key information contained in the PCN. This sets an active P0633 code and the PCN does not erase this active code. On vehicles equipped with WCN, run the PCN replace routine under blah, blah, blah. So this is very normal. All right, so look like it's complete. PCNs is not required for PCN flashes. All right, so we're done. Let's let me connect now the auto scanner and do the beam programming and everything, and I'll be right back, guys. All right, I got the scanner ready to go. Let's connect to it. Let me put your view and my view. All right, everything looks good. So let's do an auto scan. All right, 3D7 KS29CX6G177032. That's the correct beam. Sometimes you do have to perform the calibration. Sometimes you don't. I mean the beam. All right, so let's see in here. Autel and top-down can program the beam on these computers. Not a problem. Not a Snap-on. The most expensive scanner in the history of the world, pretty much, I will say. You get the scanner like the, what is the Barus SUS Plus, or not the Barus, the SUS Plus, and cannot even do a beam program. All right, so 16 pin, manually select, Dodge, RAM trunk. And this usually happens because you do it at calibration. So until you connect it in the vehicle and it reads all the information from the car, it will set up properly. But we know that we have the beam in there. Let's read the calibration number, and you can see now that we have a different calibration as 353-255-33AW. And we have the beam number current and original the same. So this is his original computer. I mean, you can see that. All right, but let's go into read full code, right? That's what really matters the most. And like I said, guys, P0606 is present and it's nothing we can do with this. So we're going to attempt a clear code. And the thing is, it says active. If it would not be active, is some other things. But with this here, there's nothing I can do. This is, again, I have to spend numerous hours, and the only thing that has correct some and not all is this calibration, but that's it. Nothing about removing transfer EEPROMs or order chips. It is in the microprocessor, and this is, like I said, it's not repairable. It cannot be done on these cars. We have a completely constant and active P0606. All right, guys, so I'm going to unplug this computer. Let me get out completely here. I have the donut ready, so I just wanted to show this for Rudy. I'm going to completely get out of the Diagnostics in here. All right, so we have that. I'm going to turn the computer off. His original computer, because nothing we can do with it. Very dirty computer. All right, so this is the donor that I got for him, which I already tested and it's working perfectly. Same part number, CM849B, and the part number 4931975. Make sure I connect this correct. DLC6 and pin 5, and DLC14 and pin 4, DL6 and pin 5, DLC14 on connector C1. This is the 60 pin connector. This is the 50 pin connector. On these ones, the communication on the CAN bus is on this side. All right, so that is ready to go. Let's power this computer up as well. We can see the firewall reference, and let's do an auto scan. These are already programmed. They've been trying to save time on the video, so you can see 3D7KS29CX6G177032. This is his original bean, his vehicle's bean. And we'll see when we go into module information, the original bean for this computer, and now the current one. See, this one does the auto ID because it was plugged into another car. All right, let's go PCM. Module information. We can see in there 06 4-door pickup. Transmission, the calibration part number 353-255-5380. And this one is only showing the current bean number. It doesn't show the original one. Not sure why, but it really doesn't matter for us. Let's read the fault codes, because nothing has changed in here. Do we have the P0606? The P0606 will be the first code in line, period. This, why? Because nothing is connected. I'm going to scroll down so you can see all the fault codes there are in this, because nothing is connected again. But there is no P0606. And that's the last one. All right, guys. Again, just a short video showing you and the customer that I always try my best. And when I deem a module bad, it's because it's bad. It's not just because I want to say so and make you spend money. No, my goal here is to repair your computer, not to order one. This is whoever sells this computer is the one making the money. All I do is make sure it's completely up to date. I check all the hardware and all the drivers. I do give my repairs onto these modules. It's not like just I take one from the shelf and send you. No. This is a fully refurbished computer. But yeah, it is definitely expensive. So this is minimum income for me and more income for whoever is selling the module, right? So repairs are my main goal always, but in this case was definitely not possible. All right, Rudy, and guys, thank you so much for visiting my Salazar Diagnostics. Thank you guys all so much for your support. As you see, we have reached 100,000 subscribers in YouTube, and that is all thanks to you. And we're actually almost in 120,000 right now. My channel has grown exponentially. Thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.